Very well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another cast with Trend Following Tyson. This is the October analysis. If you're inside my show and you're coming, thank you. Appreciate you guys. But man, what we are doing here, I don't know what to say, but I would like to believe that we're teaching some good trend following and that we've caught some good runs. And if you guys bought some of these good trends and you didn't sell them short like I did, oh, God bless your beautiful soul. So bless everybody. I'm so sorry about the pandemic. I mean, this is just horrible. Nothing, totally off guard. I don't want to get into the specifics of it because I could be here all night. But, you know, in long word short, you guys stay safe out there, mask up, protect yourself, protect the people you care about, and let's just stay alive to keep trading, all right, and keep these wheels coming in. But so with that being said, let's take up the October analysis. The markets shit the bed February, March, and it's been nothing but beast mode coming back, and we're starting to see that bullish, very, 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 very bullish behavior. Let's take a quote from my trend following educator, legendary Jesse Livermore. Disregarding the big swing and trying to jump in and out was fatal to me. Nobody can catch all the fluctuations in a bull market. Your game is to buy and hold until you believe that the bull market is near its end. To do this, you must study general conditions and not tips or special factors affecting individual stocks. Don't disregard the big swing. It can be fatal, and it was fatal to Jesse, and it also was fatal to me too. So that's a living fact. Nobody can catch all. Don't try to catch the fluctuations if you're in a good trend. If you're in a good trend, don't try to get in and get out and get in. Just sit in the trend until it literally shits the bed. I'm not saying that you're going to leave your full value of whatever you have in the position as it shits the bed. I'm saying as the trend continues, you cut some, you let it work. It continues, you let it work. All right? We'll cover that right now. I'm not going to take up a lot of quotes from Jesse right now because this right here is enough. I know there's people out there. I need 100 quotes. I need to read 100 things. I need to read 200 things. I need to read there's people that study and do this, that, and they never implement anything that they study. This quote right here from Jesse has enough in it to make you millions of dollars. This right here, if you're a trend follower, this quote right here can make you or break you. You don't need another 100 quotes from Jesse. Follow this right here. Get this down packed. All right? You don't need 100 quotes. This right here, just this quote he gave you right here is enough to make $1 million off of. This is enough to change your life around totally. With that being said, thank you, Jesse, for your quote. Your word's still living on through me and inside this market. Anybody else who likes to pick up off your wonderful teaching and legendary skills. And he's not the only one. I got Larry Tintorelli, Michael Covell, Larry Tintorelli, Alexander Elder. I mean, it just goes on and on. Richard Dennis, Nicholas Darvis, Paul Tudor Jones. All these guys have made John Henry bought the Boston Red Sox and won a championship off of trend following. So the list goes on and on. He's not the only educator, but he's one educator that I take to preferably the most. Anyways, let me just show you guys something, all right, before we go too far. ENPH, of course, anybody that was trading here that's been on this show, all right, look at this, you guys. I was making entries on ENPH at $2, $3. Here's my entry at ENPH at $2. All right, because I can always tell what the momentum is, how a stock is performing, if it's going to actually perform by the way it's trading, or if it's just going to shit the bed. I have a good eye for that. Anyone will have a good eye for that if they trend follow for a long time. Okay, anyone would have a good eye for that. But you know, like I said, you know, that's neither here nor there. So let's just let me do something. So ENPH, we're trading it. This just goes to show you, if you're trading a good trend, never cut the exact whole trend out. Leave a position to 25%, 50%, whatever you leave something in there for that trend to work with. Okay, you just have to, because one thing I learned about good trend following is that a trend may be a good trend in 2018, and then in the middle of 2018, it may look like it's having trouble. Oh, this trend's about to shit the bed. Let me get my profits. You might look up in 2020, and that trend have quadrupled itself. That's a fact. So don't sell yourself out too soon. Leave a position in your trend to work. And you always want to take a good entry. That's crucial. Your first entries are going to be crucial. Your position size is going to be crucial for that trend if it continues for the next 2 years. Because if you cut 50% out of $1,000 position, 1,000 share position, you got 500 shares. But 500 shares going from $2 to $109 is a no-brainer. All right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to kick yourself like that. That's why when Larry Tintorelli made the rule and he said, I like to, I can't explain exactly if it was Larry Tintorelli. I don't want to get in trouble for that. But I know a good trend follower said to make your entry, set your stop, and walk away. I don't care if you walk away for a year. You need to do that. Don't be nickel and diming your trend positions, man, because you're going to really cheat yourself out of it. You're going to really cheat yourself. That was my entry on APPS back in 2018 at $2. And APPS is a $36 stock now. All right? Okay? And let me show you. TNDM. We made an entry on TNDM. Anybody that's watched my shows knows this. We made an entry on TNDM back at $14 $10 was the actual entry that we first started showing TNDM at. And the reason why we like TNDM, let me just pan back for you. I have a good eye for seeing trends. Oh, Jesus Christ. I said TNDM. Come on. Jesus Christ. So, TNDM, we made an entry back here, dude. $10. This is when we first started, and I knew that the reason why it was rounding, I said this thing could literally take. It's giving that round like it wants to take back the actual whole chart. I could tell by the price movements of a chart how much momentum. What is it trying to do? And I could tell by this round that it was literally wanting to take back the entire chart, and that's what it did. And it's actually going to get ready to pass the entire chart. The actual highest high was over here around 150, 120, and we're gonna get past that really soon. TNDM. So you guys, sit in a good trend. Don't cheat yourself, man. Anybody that made those entries and still has them, you guys are probably worth $250,000 now, at least $1 million now. That's my bad trading trend following techniques I use, and I kind of totally screwed those entries up. TNDM, I still have a large position in after I made the re-entry back at 60. I still have a huge position in TNDM, and I'm not touching that. I'm letting that work. AGYS, beast mode, you can take an entry on this. It's been running for some time now, and take an entry, stop yourself out below $27 on AGYS. Looks really good. ACRS, I'm gonna pan back inside the 3 month, which is where we're at now. Inside the 3 months, we got to know exactly what this trend's doing. Man, you missed it. Beast mode. When we start, you guys know my criteria for trend following. Trend following to me, when a trend is going to show you true momentum and trying to show you that it's trying to push, it's going to push, it's going to break out of highs. And it broke out of this and continued on. 311 ACRS. Beast mode, not a bad situation to be in right there. BGN, I saw this about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it was like $100 stock of 50. Actually, the stock was like $50 last time I saw it, and it's at 300 now. It just goes to show you, like I said, a good trend. Don't ever, if you're trading it, don't ever walk away from it and say, "Oh, that's it. This trend's done." No, a good trend's a good trend for a reason, and it will show you its resilience in the price. I like BGNE to take it long. Stop yourself out below inside this area. We might have an issue below 300. I wouldn't trade it below 3 inside with my entry now. But take an entry now. We just made another high. I mean, look at this thing, beast mode. Just made another high. Meaning that it could rally itself. The odds of let me just say something. In my opinion, when an uptrend looks like this, and then it makes another higher high at the end, you're looking for all of this over again in this new higher high. All this right here can be getting ready to take place over again after we make a new high. That's why I say inside of my uptrends, I use breakouts. Look, when price broke out over this, you were supposed to buy it. See this breakout over this level? You're supposed to buy there. See this higher high and we pulled back and then we broke out over here? You were supposed to buy this breakout. Little higher high here, pull back, you were supposed to buy it there. Another higher high, tiny little pullback, you were supposed to buy that breakout. Another higher high up here, pull back, you're supposed to buy this breakout. I mean, it's a no-brainer, guys. Let's get this going. BGNE, take it long. Let that work. JKS, I made a ton in JKS last week, you guys. I noticed this kind of late, and I said, Jesus Christ, this is almost in a running bull market. And got in it, and boom. JKS, just beautiful, man. A lot of money made in this, and we just set another high. What did I say about higher highs? Look at this higher high. What happened? We rallied. Look at this higher high. Pullback. What happened? We rallied. This is why I use pullbacks and uptrends to make my entries. And I don't just use the pullback. Oh, this stock pulled back. Let me just buy the pullback. You could buy it here right when it pulled back, and it could come down to 32 and then break back out. So I use the breakout after the pullback. So we here's the higher high. We pull back. Now, I won't buy this until we really start correcting towards the higher high or until we break out over the next higher high. So use those breakouts and uptrends. It's a no-brainer. All right? JKS beast mode. A lot of money made there last week. Take an entry right there now. Stop yourself out below 60. And inside JKS. We already looked at ENPH. We didn't look at the specifics behind it, but we did look at it. Let me get something to drink because I've been recording for an hour. Oh, yeah, I never told you guys. I recorded a whole show. And when I went back to look at it, I never pressed record. I'm resilient, though. I'm still here. ENPH beast mode. Let's look at this. Look at this. What I say about higher highs and pullbacks and higher highs. Pullbacks and higher highs. Buy these, you guys. ENPH looking for another higher high over 110, obviously. I started trading that back at like $2. And it really hurts me that I don't have my full position in ENPH. Matter of fact, I sold my full position in ENPH and in APPS and that March meltdown. I sold everything. I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm not gonna sit in this. I'm not gonna watch my account dwindle down while all these stocks go to shit. I'm just not doing it. And I got so irritated, I sold everything. And I said, I'm starting over. And that was a horrible mistake. Because I should have left a portion of ENPH and APPS, and then when it broke out, I would have added to it, but I failed myself. Take ENPH long now. Stop yourself out below 1. Stop yourself out below this area here, 105 inside of here. There may be an issue, but I don't see any issues in a trend like that right now. I really don't. You'd be a damn fool to bet against that. You'd be a fucking fool to bet against that. Sorry for all the kids listening. I'm so sorry. CBAY busting out new highs. I'd buy this thing now. This thing could be a $30 stock very, very soon. Be a $50 stock really, really soon. I've been seeing this on my charts for a while, for a few years now. I don't know why. Maybe it shit the bed somewhere. Let's see. God. Jesus Christ. Did I press that? No, I didn't. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I can't even go to time frames, dude, without this nonsense going on here. I'm done. So obviously we can't go in any time frames because this thing is clicking into something else. But yeah, CBAY could be at 30 soon. I like the look of this, and you know, let's see what happens. So yeah, it never shit the bed. That was just my poor thinking. Oh shit. What's going on here, man? Jesus Christ. So yeah, CBAY never really shit the bed. It was just a really cheap stock, and I don't know what happened. Broke out there, and you should have bought it. CBAY, take it long. You know the story. I don't like Nike. Let's go to EXPI. I know traders in the La Costa Nostra were trading this thing, and Jesus Christ, my guys, Jesus Christ, my guys, Jesus Christ, my guys. What I tell you guys about breakouts, when this thing broke, see this higher high, when I say, oh God, this is too much, I can't take this, I can't take this 12, I can't take this, I can't, and it pulled back, and what you were supposed to say was, when this stock gets enough behind it to break out over 12, I'm an immediate buyer. Okay? Buy those breakouts, my guys. Buy those breakouts, friends and family, fellow traders. Buy those breakouts, all right? You were supposed to buy the breakout at 12, and it never looked back after that. It never looked back. EXPI. I take it long now. Whoa, that thing's gapping up something serious. Stop yourself out below 52, 56. Don't let that whole gap up trade back on itself. 56, all right? SSPI, you know, really good stuff going on here. Oh, wow, what happened to that? I don't know how that made the list. PACB. I remember this stock. All right, you guys know about my breakouts. You guys know about trend following. Good trend followers buy breakouts and good uptrends, okay? Good trend followers buy breakouts and good uptrends. Good trend followers buy breakouts and good uptrends. Breakout over 567, beast mode, PACB, I'd buy it now. Let me just go back on the time frame now. So here we are. Pullbacks, higher highs. I'd buy it now. Stop myself out below this area here. Shows there may be a problem. PACB, get long on that. Don't be twiddling your thumbs all year long waiting for an entry. Or you know what? Waiting for the fundamentals. That brings me to a point. I had somebody, I'm trading GME. I'm long GME too. I had somebody come into my Twitter saying, GME, it's a shit company. I don't this and that. I don't imagine this. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, listen to me. I'm a trend follower. I don't trade fundamentals. I listen to all my great educators told me to disregard the fundamentals. And since I've listened to them and disregarding the fundamentals, only relying on the actual stock and what it's doing and the price of the stock, I've went through tons of uptrends and I'm still trading today. I'm still alive in the market. I'm still making money. So I disregard fundamentals and I disregard my thought of what a company is doing and my personal evaluation of what a stock or what a company should be doing, where it should be trading at. That's beyond me. Totally beyond me. I only rely on price. Good trend followers only rely on price to tell them what they should do next. That's a fact. Zillow, beast mode, I'd buy it now. Stop yourself out below 102.50, but I see higher highs coming into this thing soon. And even if there's no higher highs coming in exactly right now, mark my words, that stock will make another higher high. I don't care if it's 6 months from now, 2 months from now, that stock will make another higher high. One thing I learned about good uptrends, they will make higher highs eventually. They do. I mean, that 90% of good uptrends will continue. Not on your time, but they will. VCEL looking really good. I like to buy this now. I remember this stock being like $7 not too long ago or something like that. $7 stock, something like that. The reason why I'm a trend follower is I hate to look at a stock go from 3 to 103 and I was nowhere near there. I'm twiddling my thumbs, killing my trading account when I could just buy a stock at 3 and let it work itself up to wherever it's going to go. But meanwhile, I'm in here blowing my account up, buying and selling all day, blowing up my account when I can just buy a good uptrend, put the right allocations, the right percentages into it, and just let it trade itself. I mean, this is good trading. I've owned plenty of businesses in my lifetime. Trust and believe me. I've owned plenty of businesses in my lifetime. This is by far the best business. No products, no customers, no enterprises, no insurance, no workman's comp, no nothing, just your brain and trading against the market. And it's up to you what you make. It has nothing. The market has no limit on what you can make. That's on you, what you can make out of it. You can make whatever you want to make. That's on you. Okay? I love that. I love to be totally independent in myself. All right, I love that, and the market gives you that. VCYT, just beast mode, man. I don't know what else to explain how to explain this to you guys. Take an entry here, stop yourself out below this, and let it work. Don't touch it. Don't even worry about all the intraday fluctuations. Another good quote I remember from a trader, it might have been Richard Dennis. Don't worry about the intraday fluctuations of a stock. If you're trading the overall uptrend, if you're trading a stock and you're trading it for its possible momentum or its possibilities to go from 3 to wherever it may go, don't worry about what it's doing in the intraday. You're worried about what it's doing in the long term. If you're focusing on the intraday, you're going to scare yourself out of a $100,000 trend following position. That's a fact. VCYT, take that thing long now. I'd stop myself out inside this gap up in 40. If we come below this, I don't want to trade it, or I'm good at that moment. I'm going to stop myself out for a portion of my entry. VCYT, beast mode, SPY, the SPY guy. All right, so the SPY, beast mode, pull back here. I thought we actually had something special here, and we literally pulled all the way back. But the momentum's back on. Higher highs are back in play, and I made a lot of money last week off the SPY trading very well. Okay, made a lot of money off the SPY options trading very well. ENPH just goes to show you guys what I said about a good trend, up trends. What did I say about good uptrends? You use a breakout and an uptrend to get your entry in there, okay? Because when we break out, let me just take you to a breakout. Here's one here. These are all breakouts too. These are breakouts. This is a breakout. These are all breakouts, okay? But this is the main breakout, this level here. See this? We pulled back. We made a higher high here, and we pulled back. You're going to see these big gap ups and breakouts. Boom. Breakout. You're supposed to buy that. Here's another one. Pull back. Boom. We broke out over this. You're supposed to buy it. We pull back here. You're supposed to buy this breakouts over these levels. When we broke out over this, definitely supposed to buy it there at 80. All right? So buy this now. You can buy it now. Let it break out over that. I just sit in ENPH, man. I wouldn't even trade against that. I'm just being dead honest with you. I'm long GME. I almost forgot about that. Let's take a look at this real quick. GME. I forgot my trading account on my Charles Schwab. I got like 3 different platforms I trade on. Anyways, I had to call the lady at Charles Schwab on Thursday. I had to call the lady at Charles Schwab on Thursday because this was like Wednesday that it broke out, okay? And then Thursday it broke out again. And I said, but I had been long GME since way back here around 7. I got long on GME around right here. As we started to break out here, I made my entry and I said, okay, this thing, and the reason why, let me take you to something real fast. The reason why I'm trading GME is because regardless of the guy on my Twitter, GME is a shit company. I mean, thank you, buddy. Thank you, but no thank you, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I don't eat ketchup on my burgers. Thank you, but no thank you. I just don't like the way it tastes. And I don't like the way it tastes when people tell me how I should be trading trends when I'm listening to people that have made billions of dollars trading trends. I don't like the way that tastes either. Anyways, the reason why this, like I told the guys in my trading room, this thing has that TNDM look. TNDM look. Long, big open highs over here. And the stock shit the bed, downgraded, downtrend. And then here, we start to consolidate price, and then we start rounding here. And when this start to see this rounding, a lot of times this rounding means prices are being denied to the lower side. They're being brought up to the upside, and where prices are rounding themselves up. Normally, this means that we're going to take back a good portion of the chart. We're already outside of our 1-year prices, you guys. We're already outside of the 1-year price range. Look at this. We're already over our 1-year lows, okay? We're already over the 1-year highs, I mean. The 1-year highs. We're over those highs. We need to step back. Now we need to get into a larger time frame to see what's going on. This stock could easily be at 30-something. I made my entry here, and I'm sitting tight, and I learned my lesson. I'm not going to touch it. And you guys see right here, we're touching the 200-day moving average. We're touching the 200-day moving average here, okay? This thing is trying to get over the 200-day moving average. Beast mode. All right? I'm sitting long in GME, and that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. FTCH. I made an entry on FTCH around 10. Oh, yeah, around 10, something like that. Let me go back, pan back. Jeez, that looks horrible. What is that? Yeah, I made my entry back around here, 14. We broke out of this area here, and I kind of got in early. I said, we're obviously getting ready to break out, and I started buying early. I know the trend following rules, but I've been trading trends for a while, and I'm comfortable in my entries and my exits. I'm really comfortable with what movements and price movements. Like, I can spot a trend from a mile away. Like, I can look at a chart and say, this is what this chart's getting ready to do. I'll give it 2 days to make this move, and then boom, it makes the move I thought it would. I'm really good at that. So I made my entry on GME before we actually got to the breakout point, which is up here. I bought it around 14, but I'm still long I'm still long FTCH. I mean, still long here, and I'm just gonna let this trend work. I learned my lesson about trading against good uptrends, killing myself, shooting myself in the foot. Like Livermore said, it was fatal to him, and it was damn it fatal to me too, and that's a fact. FTCH, I look for it to break out above these prices over 30, and I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. This thing is a beast. Congrats anybody who bought it over here when like they were supposed to. FTCH, really good stock. We're getting ready to close out. I'm long TEUM. I took TEUM over. Hold up, guys. See my point? This thing could easily take back some of this. We could easily be here soon. And it looks, and as you look at the momentum of the chart, higher highs, pull. You see this gracefully? See this trend? This trend line here? See this momentum developing? We were down here, you guys. We were down here. What is this? Down here at 30 cents. 30 some change, okay? We're up 80 now, okay? Obviously, there's something going on here. When we break out above this level, 84, 85, it's over with. We're over this whole move, which means we'll be jumping probably, more than likely, prices are trying to edge themselves over here into this area of the chart. All right, so TEUM, I'm long on that too. All right, so you guys trade safe. Beautiful October, beautiful time to be trading right now. I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Let's let these trends play out. Let's make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's fire our bosses. Let's be the great traders we are. We're in the best business in the world, you guys. We're in the best business in the world. Trust me. I'll see you guys late October. Trade safe, protect your ass, and if you're trading the trend, don't kill yourself. Don't shoot yourself in your foot. Let that trend work. Have some patience in your life. Have some patience in your positions, and please let them work, okay? Happy trend following, happy trading. I'll see you guys. Good luck in the markets Monday, man. It's a beautiful time to be a trader. See you guys soon.